I took martial arts since I was 5, and I remember being in karate classes, and my favorite part was at the end when our teacher would sit there and like throw Zen sayings at us. But then when I was 14, I decided I probably should figure out which religion is true, and spent half an hour on the internet, which in those days was AOL dial-up in America, where you just sat there and wait half an hour to get online. But I read a speech that was basically saying like, hey, we should be pro-reason, and if you're pro-reason, there's no evidence for God. And it's like, yeah, that's true. And that kind of orientation towards being very pro-reason was sort of like my guide stone. Like I knew that's what I was interested in. Like, how do we have really reasons to know that what we think and what we do is right? And through various kind of surprising channels, I discovered Ayn Rand and really responded to the fact that it was a rational view of existence. But most importantly, it was that she injected reason into the issue of values or morality. And it was this idea of that morality is real, it's important, it is like the core of how you have deep, passionate ideals that guide your life, but they're based in reason, that they're not given to you by a supernatural entity, they're not given to you by the whims of society, that there's something that you can prove just as much as you can prove that, E equals MC squared. And once I had that kind of perspective on the world, I thought, well, this is the most important thing in the world and nobody knows it. That we need morality, we need a rational morality, and that in philosophy, you can actually prove a rational morality. And so I wanted to really devote my life to that, but I wasn't interested in a traditional academic career where you were talking to academics. I wanted to talk to real people because that's what I was, or at least that's how I perceived myself. And so I kind of spent a long time looking for like, well, what does it look like to be a philosopher who talks to the public versus a philosopher who talks to other philosophers. And in 2006, I think it was, I got an offer to work at the Ayn Rand Institute, and ended up spending a lot of time writing on a whole variety of political issues. And I'm not interested that much in politics by nature, but it was an area in which to apply this perspective of a rational morality to a whole range of issues. And so I've done it on everything from capitalism broadly to the welfare state to inequality to finance. And now a lot of what I do is in the realm of energy and environment. But it all comes from this view of the most important issue in the world is to be committed to reason, and to be committed to reason in the area of morality. And that's what has really driven me, and that has been the most important impact of objectivism on my life.